welcome back to the table, folks. Welcome back to episode... Gosh, I don't know.
48.
48?
I think, yes.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting old. He's getting old.
Now, the most important thing is, it is today. We're recording this on the 22nd of February, 2022. And the first episode released also on the 29th of February, I think. No, 28th? Hang on. How many days of February we have? I can't remember, but it was definitely at the end of February last year. In 2021 was when we started.
Was last year a leap year? We had a leap year a few years
Maybe.
back.
I can't remember. Anyways, it's our anniversary, guys.
Hey!
Hooray!
Yay!
Been going at it for...
What did you buy us?
Oh, I brought a new game that we're gonna play.
Oh! How
Yes. So,
exciting.
yes, starting today, we will roll for whoever is going to do a small little recap of last session. Last week we had a week off, so we had 2 weeks in between these sessions. So our memory, who knows, might need some dusting off, but we'll see.
Who wins or who loses, high or low?
Yes, that is the interesting thing. We will
You
all
don't
roll.
tell us yet.
No, we will all roll, and then at the end, I will roll for the low number or the high number, so you can't even cheat.
Oh. Well, I think it's gonna be a 10.
Something like that, yes. All right, so everybody,
Okay.
let's roll for recap,
Okay.
more or less. Oh Jesus Christ, I have a
so-
3.
Same here.
10.
3.
Oh, another 3. Okay, and
2.
2. Oh, and who?
15?
Oh,
It's
okay,
gonna
so
be
it's
high
gonna be
anyways.
between Freon and Tiala. So low is gonna be Freon, and high it's gonna be Tiala. So 1 to 10, that's gonna be low, and anything above 11, 20. Oh, it's a 19! Look at that, Tiala. You are the first who gets to recap. So, what happened last session? 2 weeks ago.
I'm really sorry. I have a really bad memory, so this is gonna be fun.
That's fine.
We encountered a beast called Periton, but it was not a normal Periton, right? But
It was a big ass Periton.
yeah, a weird ass, big ass Periton.
I'm actually not sure how they're pronounced.
Oh yeah,
I
no
was
idea.
I wasn't even there last time. That was
Yeah, you
Yeah.
left the group.
I
to their
listened.
own
Yeah,
devices.
I listened. I was sick and I was listening in bed.
Yeah, so we encountered this beast and we killed it in an epic battle, of course.
We also learned that druids are fucking OP.
Mm-hmm.
And what?
That druids are fucking OP.
Yeah, always.
Overpowered.
We already knew that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
nothing
I just
new.
keep reminded. I get reminded by it each time.
Yes, and then we made it to, what was the city's name? Bryn Shander.
Bryn Shander, that's where you currently are right now.
And yes, we just came in. We asked where we can sell our displacer beasts, and I think we gave our dogs to a stable boy.
Yeah,
think so,
you
yeah.
were you passed the northern gate in Bryn Shander, and you went to an inn called the North Look, and they took care of your sled dogs, put them onto the
I
side.
don't remember if we paid them already.
No, your plan was to go inside and I think
Okay.
then basically take care of all the payment and things.
Didn't Branwolf pay them?
For sure.
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
I
Last
somehow
thing he said was,
I
sure,
somehow
I'll take
can't
care.
Yeah, I'll
can't
take care
remember.
of that.
Yeah. And he's
But
been walking
that's-
around naked as well. It's super weird.
Yeah, again, that was really.
Seriously.
That sounds like me. Nothing new. Now, if it would have been clothed and not spending money.
Yeah, that's true.
So for the in case you guys need, like, at any point want to switch maps and need a world map or something, for planning or overview, just let me know. We can do that. But yeah, you guys have now entered Bryn Shander. The dogs are being taken care of, and I think you were still like standing outside. So I don't know if you wanted to like head in right away or not. Was there anything else you guys wanted to do?
Didn't we have a plan to sell those corpses somewhere?
The guard at the gate said something that there might be someone. Was it at the North Look actually that might purchase this? I can't remember.
Wasn't it? No, the North Look was the tavern, right?
Yeah,
The inn where we are.
Yeah.
I was
What are we
wondering-
talking about?
Selling
The
yeah,
corpses of the Displacer
Displacer
beast.
beast.
At the Black Iron Blade.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, we can just go and check that out first, I guess.
I was also wondering if we should offer them to the maiden, or if she only takes fresh meat.
I mean, the sacrifice seems to depend on each village, so I don't think it really
Yeah.
matters.
No, probably.
Would you sacrifice something to some
to
being
get on
that
her,
you don't even know?
to get on her good side, because I figure she's Bramwolf takes a long time to remember these things, but he does remember that the Frost Maiden way back in his childhood that was one of his gods. So it's and so
I mean-
whatever happens, we can't fight her. She's a god or a goddess.
I feel like
I don't think
all of
we're
these
gonna have to be
goddesses
using
and
brain.
gods and
Yeah.
deities, they're all just like scams and part of bullshit.
I just want to
productions.
remind you, you're standing outside in front of the North Look as you guys are talking. Busy street, what it looks like. There's a bunch of people. I mean, they're like eyeballing you a little bit in terms of who's this, maybe just some newcomers or whatever. But they quickly like go their way. But you definitely get the sense that you are maybe quite an attraction.
Yeah. Well,
Or
maybe
not,
we
just-
should
just
go
standing
in.
around.
Yeah, yeah,
We should go in to talk. It's a good
Yeah,
idea.
let's go. And we also still have to pay the stable dog boy.
All right. So the North Look itself is quite common-looking building from the outside. As you head inside, you see that it's definitely a nice, cozy inn. There's like a bunch of different people. You see, like at first glance, dwarves, humans, maybe the odd tiefling or so. That sit around and are like laughing and talking aloud this time of day. I think it was currently around because you arrived, sometime in the afternoon right now, about 2 to 3 ish. But what you see is like there's a nice little kitchen area somewhere in the back that has like an open kind of design, so you can kind of like peek inside while people are working in the back. There is a human with a full bushy brown beard and like short kempt brown hair, who seems to be the proprietor of the place, and he's currently in talks with one of the guests. But yeah, I mean, looking around, it's pretty cramped even for this time of day.
I walk up to the bar to pay the dogs.
Okay. You also notice, Tiala, while taking a couple of steps into the inn, you see that there's like further opposite of the counter, there seems to what looks to be like a little hearth in this like more or less common room of the inn, and above it you see hanging on like kind of like a plaque what looks like old and large like scars in place. You would almost say like a battle-worn knucklehead trout that is basically put up there, and there's something like marked below the plaque in a small little tag, but you can't make it out from where you're standing. But yeah, you walk up to the proprietor,
Yes.
to the guy behind the counter. Okay, yeah. He looks up at you as you come and kind of like moves away from the customer he's been talking to just now. Takes a good like gander as you approach him and says, "Welcome to the North Look. How can I be of service?"
Hello, we just arrived and there was a boy that took care of our dogs. I think I'm supposed to pay here.
Ah, yes, that was a small little Alfie. He works the stables for us. How long are you planning to stay?
I look at the rest of the group.
Well, we'll probably have to stay at least a night.
Yeah.
I mean, I can just put it on your tab.
Yeah, that's a good idea to start a tab because we'll probably
Alright,
be wanting
just need
to
a
have
name, milady,
drinking
then.
food.
And he eyes you, Tiala.
I'm Tiala, you can just put that down.
Alright. Tiala, is that with one L or two?
Just with one.
Alright.
With a silent K.
Yeah, exactly.
And a hyphen above the I.
Well, if you need any rooms or anything else, you just holler. There might be like a spare table somewhere back there. Just make yourselves comfortable.
I
That
think
sounds
we
like
will
it.
head out first, don't we? But we will definitely come back, if that's okay.
Sure thing, sure thing. And he just goes around. There's like at least another 3 customers that are like already shouting for his name.
Okay.
You just hear the name Scram Shacks being called over and over, which he seems to like go by, and move over to them.
I don't think that we'll be. I mean, talking to the group, I don't think that we'll be heading out this late afternoon. We probably should be staying at least a night, and then decide on where we're going to head to, what the plan is.
In general, I am assuming anything you say is your character talking, unless
course.
you
No,
like
I'm
kind
just,
of
no, I'm not. But I'm not
say
like
it out of context.
No,
but
no,
you
I
need to
know.
like announce that beforehand. Otherwise, who
Yes.
knows
Yeah,
what
no,
people
no.
might overhear.
No. I turn to the group and I say that are we going to be staying the night? Then maybe we should get rooms, and then head on in the morning.
Yeah.
Or what is?
Yeah, sure.
I don't mind the idea of actually trying to sell or get rid of the Displacer Beast for this evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we definitely have to
Yeah.
stay at night.
No. So that we see that we get rooms now, so that not that it gets too late and that they're filled up. if
Not a bad
there's-
idea. Yeah.
Okay, then.
I don't think there's so much travel here.
Yeah,
Do
well,
you?
it's full. DM just said
Yeah,
it's full.
right now it seems like pretty packed. You're not quite sure what all of these people are doing here. If they're like just slacking off work, or because it's in the middle of the afternoon. But maybe this just seems like a frequented place,
Maybe we have to ask and find
and it's a
out.
large
Maybe-
town.
Maybe it's a
Also-
holiday or something. You never know. I also would like to know what they do, what the news is of the town, what their idea is of what they do against the Frost Maiden or whatever.
Ice
you know,
Maiden.
Oh,
Yes.
Ice Maiden. Yeah,
Weren't they also like offering people?
I don't know which one it was. Yeah, I can't remember.
I think so as well.
Somebody was offering people. You know.
I think there were like 2
We
towns.
whispered that out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like the small. It looks like kind of like an old halfling on the little stool next to you, who like looks away from his mug over to your group, and just like eyes you with kind of like one crazy eye in particular as you talked about like offering and stuff, and he just like stares at you.
I nod to him and make like a hello gesture.
Yeah, he turns back around to his mug, gives you the cold shoulder.
Okay, I guess that I will like wave over to the barman again.
Mm-hmm.
Ramshacks.
Yeah, he immediately like comes back to you. Ailas, what you need?
I think we will actually take a room at least for the night, if that's okay.
All
2
right.
rooms.
Shall I all bundle you up in one, or any specific sleeping arrangements?
One per person?
Do we need
You-
that many?
If
Oh,
you,
one per person. Well,
I'll bunk with Freon again if he.
We can do one for all of us,
Yeah,
no?
or yeah,
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
split
I
it.
mean,
give me 1 second. Let me check something. And he like fuddles around a bit and seems to put up this old kind of ledger-looking book and goes through it. I have 4 rooms for you, top floor. They're free for around 4 nights at a maximum.
Well, I think 1 room should be enough. If it's a big room, it really depends if we fit all in there or not.
No, it's for single rooms, lass.
The 4 single rooms.
Okay, well then we
Yeah.
take them, sure.
Unless you want to all sleep in, like the
No, I
common
would take-
bedroom or something.
We'll take 4 singles and put that on the tab.
All right,
And
sure.
we have some business to attend to. We'll be returning in the evening. Then can we get a bite to eat for sup in the evening?
Of course, yes. What kind of inn you think I am?
The best.
I mean, we have different bunch of things. Usually, we brought in a couple of turkeys for the night that we're going to be
Nice.
preparing.
Okay.
Hunters just came back from them, fresh from the prowl.
Mm. Is it always as busy as it is today?
Oh yes,
Or
definitely.
is
I mean, the North Look is more or less the biggest inn in town, and all
Oh,
of
yeah.
Bryn Shander, frequented by a lot merchants, hunters, travelers,
I just
all
was
kinds of folk.
I was just wondering if it had to do maybe with a special holiday or time of an offering or something.
Nah,
Offering.
our latest lottery and offering was 2 days ago, 2 nights, 3 nights.
Oh, was
And
the
it's-
offering already done, or does
Yes,
is-
it's always done on the night of the new moon.
Oh, okay.
Right. And it's once per month, right?
Exactly, once per moon, per new moon.
Yeah.
Where are you guys from?
Far, far away. We just took in here from. God, what the hell was the name of the
Targos.
city?
We just arrived
Targos,
from Targos, yeah.
Yeah, from Targos.
They don't think Targos. Those were the ones offering food and stuff
Yeah, I don't know.
to the Frost Maiden.
What do you offer the Frost Maiden?
Well, we usually hold a lottery, and one lucky winner is sent out into the snowy dunes and left as a offer to our great goddess, in hopes that she might bless us again with summer.
What do you think about that?
Has it worked yet? No.
Well, no, we've been trying for almost 2 years now.
Any of the offers ever came back? Or have you found?
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. Maybe were the offers were the lucky ones taken, or were they found? I don't know.
I mean, there's lots of different things happening here and there in all of 10 towns in Icewind Dale, but I have yet to hear from an offered person that suddenly walks amongst us again.
I was just wondering. So I guess they are taken, but
We have never recovered bodies, if that's what you're
no,
asking.
I was
about.
just wondering because no summer, but also no bodies or something.
No, the cold
yeah.
crone works in many, many ways.
Yes, we've heard.
If it's either her animals that get the carcass, or something more sinister or dire, she is a powerful goddess.
Any news at the moment? Anything that as you see, our troop is a troop of you might call us adventurers, and anything that might be help being needed for able-bodied people.
Well, if it's information you seek, I might know a thing or two, or might have heard a story or two that might be of interest.
Always.
Is it? How much
Yeah,
is it
always.
worth your trouble?
Well, I don't know. What would you add to the tab for this information?
Well, maybe for a gold piece or two, I might be able to share a couple of things.
Well, you know what? Just add 3 gold pieces to the tab and let us hear what you know.
Well, I do know that there recently, I mean, the murders going on, it's bad enough, but I did hear that also there are a couple of other things. There was a fisher in East Haven, uh, older lass who apparently owned an enchanted fish hook that could catch magical fish. So bollocks if you ask me. But apparently, while she and her friends were out on the ice one day, a pair of filthy gnolls attacked them. And what I heard was that they stole not only her fishing pole, but also killed the poor fisher. And it seems that some hunters in East Haven are looking for help in tracking these gnolls, because she was a pretty important woman.
Who was she?
Her name was Nabira Morskull.
Sorry, come again?
Nabira Morskull. That was the name of the lass.
Did you happen to hear anything about the caravan that passed through here? Was it here recently again?
Ah, you mean Torx? They were here. I think they arrived maybe like a week or a fortnight ago or something. And they left just after we held our ceremony, our offering. Shortly after. Must have been 2 days ago, 2 nights ago that they
Do you know
left.
where they headed?
I didn't like talk much to any of them. Usually that's more or less within. They keep their roots pretty close to heart, if you know what I mean. Maybe of some security reasons. All I know is that Torga Icewind, she runs a tight operation on the whole thing. She's a pretty fierce skillfing lass. And she is. I don't really want to get involved with her because she is. Well, like I said, she runs a tight operation. People who cross her once usually don't cross anybody ever again. I think they were headed south, maybe east. I can't really tell. It was a busy day, and I didn't like spend all of my time outside, past the walls, watching where the caravan head off to.
Anybody who where they had business with, or anybody where you might know who might know something like this? I mean,
Well, I mean, there's maybe a bunch of the patrons around, a bunch of the local folk. I couldn't say any names in particular. Maybe what might be an idea is if you ask around the different shops in Bryn Shander, because usually they might also sell or stock up on certain things whenever the caravan arrives.
oh, good. That's a good fact. Do you have any? We have been hunting, and we've also were hunting seldom and rare beasts and
Right.
we have pelts and also um, the one of the other horned or whatever things which beasts are
Displacer
known for.
beasts. Is that it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Displacer beasts is the last
Oh,
that's
yeah, they
coming.
usually bother lots of hunters out there.
Yeah, but anybody buy pelts,
Well, yeah,
carcasses,
you
meat,
could always try Vine Song's place called
vine song?
the
Okay,
Hound and the Sprite. It's
the
down in the
hound and the
city center.
sprite. Okay.
Yes, she's an also a very nice hunter in her free time when she's not busy like leatherworking and making bows and all that.
Oh, that's
But
good.
she might be interested in buying a couple of trophies if they're anything special.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Worth a try.
I'll be right with you. If there's anything else, just holler. And he
Yeah,
Okay.
did.
you yeah,
Yeah. Yes.
you mentioned something about murders.
I.
What murders?
Well, there was like both in East Haven and also here in Bryn Shander, and another one in. Oh my God! Let me look at my notes because I forgot. In Targos, of course. There were murders that took place there recently. I mean, one happened right here in Bryn Shander only like a couple nights ago, and the other one have been in the months past since.
Who
Haven't you heard
was
anything about that
murdered?
murders yet? Well, I think it was here in Bryn Shander. It was a dwarven glassblower, and oh, I'm not sure about East Haven. I heard in Targos it was some shipbuilder who apparently was a very favorable guy all around for his talent. But all I know is that they were all found with like a dagger of ice to their heart.
When was the murder? When did the murder happen here in Bryn Shander exactly? Do you remember?
Bryn Shander must have been. I think they found poor Bulfo around 4 days ago, 3 nights, shortly before our ceremony.
Before.
I
Okay.
knew it was shortly before the ceremony because it happened, I think, right the day before.
Right. Okay.
Are you investigating these?
We just
Or
have.
did you know any of the victims?
No, not personally, but we just have a bit of an interest. We find it curious that it's been going on. That's it.
Well, it seems that the Council of Speakers hasn't done much about it so far, or at least aren't interested.
If you think they can do anything against it.
Well, I mean, they are the Council of Speakers after all. If not them, I wouldn't know who else.
True.
There any rumor as to who was the murderer?
I mean, when stuff like this happens, names and accusations get thrown around like rice to the chickens, you know. It's something nobody really has a lead on anything so far.
But there must be rumors.
I mean, people usually are very wary of outsiders, especially if they're asking lots of questions, but I'm not one of them, of course. I hear these stories all the time. I mean, I've heard of people accusing their grandfather of things having something to do with it. Some think that our council has something to do and is trying to make a big shush out of everything. Others think that maybe even, and he kind of like looks around at the place and leans in a bit further. Others think that maybe Miss Icewind and her caravan might have something to do with it. Who knows? It's just accusations, and I don't really deal in anything that doesn't have any evidence. Might get you killed these days.
Sorry, I didn't get that. Did you mention where this happened exactly? The murder here in Bryn Shander.
That happened outside of the city towns,
Oh.
actually,
Right. Okay.
of the walls.
Thank you.
Do you know if the man, it was a man, right, that was killed,
Aye.
is buried already?
I'm not really sure, lass. To be honest, I'm guessing that maybe he's still with the council, in the council's hands.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's
But
get back
yes,
to your
I'll be
business.
right back with you. And
Yeah.
he like
Yes, he
turns
is.
around.
Yeah.
You do. Hang on a sec. There we go. Yeah, you do see that. There's like on the table closest to you, you see three stocky like figures sitting there, still with Winter's garb on, and one of them, kind of like gets a bit closer towards you, and you see like over seems to be a woman, maybe a dwarf, according to the size. You see she has like several like ice picks fastened to her belt, also like snowshoes slung over her boots, as well. And she kind of like comes up to you and with like pulls down a thick woolly scarf, and then like a raspy voice says, "Well met, I'm Hruna. And over there, these are my friends, Corux and Stone. I heard you might be looking into some rumors in the place, and we might need help. Are you interested in work?
Depends on the work. What do you have to offer?
Well, have you ever heard of Kelvin's Kern and also the clan Battlehammer close to it?
Not
Well, we
really.
heard of the Kern
Yep.
Kern, yes.
and whatever.
Yeah, in the valley at the base of the cairn, there's a mine operated by the clan Battlehammer, which we're from,
Can
and
we
it provides most of the iron for the smithies in 10 towns.
see the map real quick?
Yeah, sure. Um, you also see now while she's talking and looking, not only does her voice sound so raspy due to the probably years of smoking, but you see that below the hood, it seems like she's lost her right ear and also 2 fingers, from what you're guessing might be frostbite or some other wound.
Mhm.
And she continues, "We're the survivors of a group of dwarves that was tasked with delivering a sled of iron ingots to Bryn Shander. And, well, it seems that there was some monster, maybe a yeti or something. It was hard to see, but it surprised us and killed one of our scouters in the group. So the rest of us fled, and I mean, our poor scout, he was torn limb from what we could see in the blizzard that came over us at the same time. But we need someone to go back and check and get that sled for us. As payment, we might be able to offer you, I don't know, are you interested in maybe gemstones? We are very, very masterful craftsmen and might be able to pair with a gemstone worth 50 gold pieces. And of course, and this might be the more important thing these days, we could offer you the friendship of the dwarves in Icewind Dale, especially that of Clan Battlehammer, in case you want to maybe travel through the Dwarven Valley. They're not really fond of outsiders, but we do value any help. If you are indeed interested in making some coin along the way.
Talking to the group. I mean, I personally, and I tried to whisper this, I personally, I think it's not a bad idea. I feel
think
I
it's a
mean,
very
we'll
good
be
idea.
here if you want to
Yeah.
get back on it. I'm sorry for prying, but I just overheard that
No.
you
no,
folks
all
are,
good. All good.
you
No,
do look like a
it
capable bunch.
is a good idea, and
Yeah.
I am myself. I'm more than just a dwarf friend. I've spent my youth with dwarven people,
A dwarf
traveling
lover.
with. I wouldn't say that.
I mean,
Traveling with my dwarf lover. No, traveling here with dwarves, but also,
I mean,
I
if you're
was
worried about equipment, we are also happy to cover any expense in terms of equipping you with snowshoes if you need.
oh,
If you don't have a sled of your own and need to trespass the wilds.
well, we have to check in with the Hound and Sprite to sell 1 or 2 things which we have, but should be back within the hour, and then we could gladly, if you're still here, we could sit together for an
All right,
ale or
sure.
for an
Yes, we're
ale
not
or
going
2.
anywhere. We have to lick our wounds and think about how we're going to
Okay, well
surpass this.
we're staying the night too, so maybe we can meet up for dinner.
Oh, that sounds good. I'm sure my boys will be happy to know that we maybe have a
Okay.
lead on getting our
Oh, yeah.
resources back.
Okay. I'm called Brandwolf. I didn't catch your name again.
Hruna.
Karuna.
Hruna with an H.
Yes, Karuna. And that was stone and
The other two are Koroks and Storn.
Codex and stone.
Aye.
Just kind of give
Well, I'll
them
leave you to it then, and well, you will be able to find us right here in the North Look. Thanks already. And she waddles back to the table, and you see them immediately like hushing together, and she like pointing to you. They seem rather like excited.
talking to the group and also eyeing Freon, who was very quiet. You think it's a good idea? Or are you wary of other dwarven clans?
Well, I don't know. I don't know them. Might be
No, we
good
don't.
to have their
No.
blessing to move
Yeah,
around,
Yeah.
as you know,
whatever that means.
I've always have dwarven friendship has always meant a lot to me and to my Skilfing brothers, and ever since we had fighting together with with during the Orc Wars. So I'm gladly I'm all for it.
Also,
Tiala?
yeah.
Yeah, sure. I was, well,
Yeah.
hoping we could check out the cairn anyway,
Yeah. So
so
that would give us a way so
Yeah.
the undecided can decide on at least a direction on where to go.
Or
So that would
once.
be good. I mean,
Sorry.
it takes us up through the Dwarven Valley, probably right into the arms of some monster or something. But maybe we can retrieve that sled for them, and also check out the cairn. So I think a good idea would to find the Hound and Sprite, sell whatever we can sell, buy what we need. But it looks like they that Huna and her boys will be giving us all we need for
Well, for
for
traveling.
for traveling. But
Yeah.
maybe we should get that.
You also see at this point there's like a small built, rather skinny looking, almost sickly in a way, a humanoid who kind of like hunches, like almost lurches up to you. You see his like receding hairline. It's like reddish, grayish kind of hair, standing away from the back. You see that he is immediately, what precedes him is like a bad smell all around. You see there's like a couple of flies that are like around his head. He has like these low sunken in eyes, and I can actually show you guys a picture of this feller here.
Is he
And
alive?
he like kind of comes up to you, and in like through like yellowish with a stinky breath through yellowish
Yeah.
teeth, he kind of like says, "Hello there, gentlemen. I heard you were talking a bit about," and he kind of like looks around very conspicuously, "about the murders taking place here in the area. If you're interested, I might have a lead for you, but I can't talk here." And he like keeps turning around, almost looking a bit scared.
Can I do a medicine check or something
Yeah.
to see
Sure.
what the hell's wrong with him?
Is he even alive? I mean,
Yeah,
is
make
he-
make
exactly.
a Blackwater,
Looks
make
like
a
a corpse.
make a medicine roll.
Boy, here we go. Here we go. Don't fail me.
zombie boy here.
That is a natural 20.
Natural 20.
Mm.
All right, I mean, just by looking at him and from the way he's like, and you see him like scratching, and he has like a running nose as well. You're not sure exactly if he's sick, but I mean, you're definitely sure that he's like a man of bad hygiene. You see lots of dirt under his fingernails as well. He's probably somebody who hasn't like bathed in a long time. And there's like the kind of like wounds that he's sprouting in terms, he has like this very bad skin with like acne and stuff around, and there's like some pus here and there that's oozing out. Maybe
I'm
it's
gonna
due to the cold or something as well.
I'm gonna ask him directly. Are you sick, man? You look like you're not doing very well.
I'm feeling fine.
Well, what's with the shy of water? You don't like to bathe? Not your
Water
thing?
usually freezes pretty quickly once it like I try to bathe or anything.
Yeah,
And
but
I'm on the run anyway, never like staying in place for too long to bother the local populace.
Well, your smell is pretty overwhelming. So I mean,
Well,
that's
I
kind of
don't like your face as well, but if you're interested in a lead on them murders, meet me at 10 in the evening down by the southern stables near the south gate. And I might be able to help you out, but I can't talk here.
Why can he not talk here?
And he just like looks around and
No.
slowly turns away from you guys and just leaves immediately out the door and
So-
lurches away.
Calvin's
the
care,
mys-
was it?
The mysterious stinky stranger.
Yeah, I'm not too into that.
I don't know. I don't trust mysterious stinky strangers. Oh, we can remember. We got nothing else to do tonight at 10. Maybe we'll have a look down at the south docks. But it's
Let's go sell our stinky beasts.
yeah. Let's go steal our beasts
Stinky beasts.
before they start this. No, they're not stinky. It's been cold all the time. They still should be fresh
Should be
enough.
fine, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the Hound and the Sprite was. Anybody remember where we have
Somewhere
to head?
center, I think.
Center,
Yeah, just down the main road, I think it was.
Okay, then
Yeah,
we
let me activate it for you guys
then
again.
we shall do that.
All right. I mean, it's
Ugh.
busy throughout all of Bryn Shander, but you easily make your way to the center, and even further off a little bit, there's this like big kind of building, very robust looking, and that spots like this nice little sign depicting what looks like a wolf of some kind with a like kind of fairy kind of wisp atop its head that it's like looking up. That's been carved in there, and you see like in large, nicely like almost calligraphy letters the Hound and the Sprite above the entrance. But yeah, you enter.
Yes, of course.
Okay. You immediately see that this is some leather worker or maybe hunting outfitter of some kind. You see several like bows, shields, like crossbows,
Guns.
arrows, stuff like that. No guns.
Oh,
drums as well.
By the way,
And-
before we walked, of course, I slung the two beasts over each of my shoulder.
Of course.
Because we didn't take the sled now because the
Yeah,
dogs
true.
weren't there.
True.
So I'm
And you see
so
like
I'm
also
walking in with
very
these.
on these like big kind of almost like mannequins, these nicely made like studded leather armor and leather like type kind of armor sitting there, and also like several like boards where leather is being like stretched across. You enter and you see looks like an elderly human lady. She has like a tight knot of blonde hair that has like wisps of gray in it, and she looks like a very like weather garb kind of face. But immediately hits you. You smell the smoke of tobacco, and you see her. She has like not a pipe, but what looks like a small little like hand rolled cigarette of some kind, and she looks up at you, and then, like a coarse voice, like still with the cigarette in the mouth, just ask, welcome to the Hound and Sprite. My name's Elva Vinesong. What can I do for you?
Hello, Mrs. Winesong. We were sent by Scamshacks. He said you might
Scramshacks.
Scramshacks, yes.
Aye.
You might be interested in purchasing the one or other trophies we have with us.
Are you nervous, Ghelfi? There's no need to be nervous around
No,
me.
I just want to. These are kind of heavy. I'd like to
I'll just drop them to the floor.
place
I'll have
them
a
down
look.
and
She like
show them the
she like comes
Displacer beasts.
yeah, she comes like forward towards you and examines them kind of like a bit, takes her time as well. She asks, so where'd you kill him?
Oh, they were outside of Targos. We were traveling and were attacked by them, and that's why we more or less.
I
had
mean,
a-
to be honest, are you what you want to do with them? You want to have them like curated and maybe as trophies because they're in a bad shape. I mean, this one only has like half of its neck on there, and this tentacle seems kind of loose.
No,
Actually,
just
in regards of
yeah.
that, they seem to have some sort of special material on their tentacles that kind of makes them invisible. Would you happen to know if that's usable somehow? If it's possible to extract that ability, that power from them somehow?
I mean, I've never heard of somebody manufacturing any kind of displacer beast magic or something like that. I mean, it definitely is the tentacles, and as you can see, both of them, from what I know, hunting them, sprouting from their shoulders, they kind of use it to bend the light fractions that hit your eyes, and that makes them appear very strangely. I think it's not much in terms of what they're using, but more in terms of the whole, like the muscular activity, you know, when they how they move them around and stuff like that.
Right. So if I craft a buckler or some kind of smaller shield that has the same material, and if I move it in the same manner, I should be able to produce the same result.
She kind of looks at you in like a weird way. Well, that sounds like dumb shit crazy to me, but I mean, be my guest. I have never used displacer beasts in any form of a shield. Might be an idea, but they're usually hard to come by.
Should have been an artificer. God damn it.
I mean,
Well, we
would
don't
you
want to.
be-
We don't want to stuff them. We'd like to sell them. So
I mean,
Yeah,
if you're interested in maybe having some sort of shield crafted with displacer beast parts, I'm happy to oblige in like a contract work for you. It's gonna take maybe a couple of, maybe 1.5 to 2 weeks or so.
Would you be up for purchasing them off of us? Because I don't think we have any use for them at all.
They're not interested in any shield. I mean, I can't guarantee
Well-
that it's going to do any kind of vanishing or light fracturing in the
if-
same
I think
way.
If
Might just be a
you're-
pretty shield, though.
If you are
And she just laughs with the cigarette almost like falls out.
Hey, if you're up for that kind of experimentation, and if the price is not too steep, I would actually be willing to try that out.
I mean, the amount of time it would cost me to get it done. I might be able for maybe 35 gold pieces. But like I said, it might take 1.5 weeks. And I could maybe fashion a leather shield of some kind, incorporating the skin of these beasts. Definitely more than enough to work with.
Right.
Yeah.
How about this?
But-
Because we don't know where we'll be in a week. I'll give you
You're like traveling folk, like
Mostly.
caravaneers or nomads. Are
basically.
you with the ragged nomads up north?
No, we're not part of any of those groups around here. I would give you 15 now and 20 when I get back, just to seal the deal. That's all right.
I mean, I could work on it and just keep it on the bench until you return to pick it up.
If that's all right with you, sure.
Is that al-
15 now,
is that-
and the rest
is that-
when you return.
are you already considering the sales price or something, or are you just? I don't
Well,
know, because
you brought me a bunch of meat from displacer beasts and carcasses that are in a pretty bad shape.
Yeah. Okay. So
I mean, that's all I
Yeah,
would
do
be
your
able to
thing.
use them for.
do your shield thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really considering too much. We have. So,
But
Yeah,
you
well, you
remember
do.
what happened with the last shield you used, right?
Yep.
Can we-
He likes weird shields.
can we not talk about that?
Are you a
please?
collector of some kind then?
Oh, he collects
I might
weird
be able to
shields, so-
fashion more if you're like a returning customer and you bring me more of the goods.
All right. Do you have anything in mind?
Well, no, but I mean, if inspiration strikes, who knows? I'm always looking for that special project. I'm going to
Yes.
start with the displacer shield first, and I
I'm-
mean, it won't have any particular light bending effects, like I said, because I'm in no means an enchanter of some kind. I'm
No,
just a
but
simple leather worker. But
if it's unique, it definitely
oh, it
gets
will
my
be unique,
interest.
sir. Definitely.
In that case, I slam 15 gold pieces down. Consider me a client.
And she like takes it and smiles at you. Pleasure doing business with you.
Likewise.
And she like takes it and puts it beneath the counter and then just slams it. Anything else you folks want? Anything that tickles your fancy?
Well, you were
Yeah, go ahead, Tiana.
talking about the caravan
There you go.
before. Yeah. Do you know where they headed? We actually wanted to meet with them, and they seem to be just 2 days ahead of us everywhere we go.
Ah, so you're hunting Torgs then?
No, we're hunting nobody, but we're searching for them.
And as to why, if I might incline.
They
Well,
talk.
as you see, I'm a skill thing, and I have a feeling that maybe the skillfing maiden that is with them could be related to me.
Yeah, it's his sister.
I don't know.
Make a
It might
deception
be.
check, Branwolf.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, 14 and deception. One moment. Charisma plus. Yeah, it's 14. Doesn't change.
Okay. Oh, that's awful to hear. So you're looking for lost family then?
Well,
I mean, I don't want to stand in the way of a family reunion. Well, all I know is that the last place they visited in Bryn Shander before they head out about 2 days ago, was they were down at the stables for some reason, restocking, I think, food and stuff for their dog sleds. They have a total of 3, if I can remember. I think I did see Icewind herself. Tall, nasty-looking, skillfin woman. I mean, she's a good-looking
Sister, yeah.
lass, but she's just a built woman, and she creeps
Yeah.
me out the way. There's a very cold eyes. That woman, lots of war paint. It's not my kind of deal. But no offense, of course, to your cultural heritage and everything.
none taken. It sounds like I remember my mom. Oh, yes,
Yes,
lots of
I
war
mean,
paint, lots of muscle.
long red hair flowing all the way down.
What a beauty! I have to find her.
Hold on, Brandon.
I mean, her reputation usually precedes her. I don't think she's in. I haven't heard that she's been looking for any like lost family members or anything of that regard. But I mean, is she really part of your family? Because I mean, that must be some strange family.
Well, we are strange.
You don't
folk.
seem anything
We
like
still
her, to
think.
be honest.
No, well, put it this way: I'm from a northern tribe, and which doesn't exist anymore, and I'm trying to find anything about my family, and it was just a rumor that she either might be a lost part, or maybe she might know someone of
I
my
see.
family.
I mean, maybe
So,
she was
I'm
like the
just
odd
trying
bunch,
to
you
get
know,
in.
the black
Yeah.
sheep in the family.
You never know. Yeah. Look at me. I'm the gray white one of the family, the gray wolf.
I see. Well, I mean, you could maybe ask around the stables. They should maybe know where they
Yeah.
might have went.
That might be a good idea, yeah.
But other than that,
The stables at the south gate.
yeah, those are the local stables that usually the merchants bring their carts through if they come down here. Usually, folks coming up through the northern gate, they just hook up their stuff near the north look.
Okay. Do we need anything looking at the group?
I mean,
Yes,
if you
I need one arrow.
There you go.
Just a single arrow, that's it?
Yes.
All right, well, I have one here for 2 silver pieces.
Yeah, I'll pay that and take it.
Would you happen to have any bullets?
As we call them, balls.
Bullets?
Yeah.
No, I
wanna
mean, I have some, well, actually, I mean, I do have, like, slings here, but usually you just use rocks on them or anything of that regard.
I know, I would need proper iron cast ball bearings of this specific
Well, you
size.
could try up the black iron blade smithy then.
Oh.
Maybe they might be able to fashion you some,
Sounds
or
perfect.
have already some in store.
I'll give that a
I
shot.
know they
yeah.
use like fishing net weights and stuff like that. That's what they also usually put and make here for the fishermen.
Sounds perfect. Yeah, we'll try that. Thank you.
All right. Anybody fancy like crossbows? I just finished 2 lovely crafted ones over here. And she shows off these nice handcrafted like crossbows. Both like one of them looks to be like a hand crossbow, the other one like a heavy crossbow, and there's like several other light ones further in the back.
I'm fine.
I'm an axeman and swordsman myself, so.
All right. Well, I mean, if you need anything done
Yeah.
or maybe repaired as well, I also repair tents and all that kind of thing. If you need something like that, or maybe somebody to work on a dog sled wagon cover, things like that, you come to old Elva. She'll take care of it. Ha 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 ha! And she like
Elva,
lights up another cigarette.
Elva, do you know where there might be a place in town where you can buy books and scrolls and parchments and things like that?
Oh, a literary person, I see. Not really. I mean,
Need
Bryn
some new
Shander isn't really the place for the intellectual scribe to visit. You could maybe try the House of the Dawn Mother up in the northeast
Oh yeah,
area.
got that. We
Maybe
have
old
that.
Mishan might have something to be worth your time.
Okay, I'm also thinking, if not myself, also my dwarven friend is a master of lore. He might be able to find something there too.
You're just wanting to buy one of those dirty books again.
I was about to
Yeah,
ask. Yeah.
myself, of course. But you might need something else, you know?
What kind of dirty book?
Well, just something to keep a grown man company by the fire, something to read, you know.
So that's what people resort to when they're on the road. I see.
Yeah, it can be a little bit racy, you know. Just you wouldn't have something like that, I don't know.
She kind of like looks to the ground. No, I would never read something like that.
A copy of Tusk Love or something, you know.
No, not
Okay.
here, not me.
Okay, no, I'm just wondering. Okay, good. Since you paid, I guess we're ready to go and to head out, and we'll see you soon.
All right, pleasure doing business with you. Don't be a stranger.
Yep.
All right.
So I'm
What do
on
you
my
guys wanna
way
do
to Black Iron Blades. I don't know what you guys want to do, but
Black Iron Braids is a smith's. He might be into. I really don't. I keep looking at my inventory. I really don't need anything. I don't know if I should have my weapon sharpened or something, but not really.
I also still have a Mace of Disruption if anybody is interested. And can use maces. Or
You see, there's like what looks to be like a little gnome on the street who like stops in his tracks and kind of looks at the mace that you're holding in the hand, and then looks at you, Tiala, and like comes up
isn't it?
and comes up to you. He says, "How much?"
500 gold pieces.
Or
And he keeps walking.
Hey, I'm a businessman. I'll just, you know.
You sell everything.
even more expensive.
I'm not too sure you're a halfling. It's more or less you've been back of a boy. The Displacer Shield that was ordered very fast.
Hey, okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah, we got rid of carcasses.
Exactly.
That's true.
That's what matters.
We shouldn't complain. Yeah.
Right.
No, I'm just looking at my. No, I really do only use. Matter of fact.
But if you guys are going to the smithy,
Yeah.
I don't really need anything
You
there.
don't need anything?
I will have a look at the House of the Dawn Mother. Maybe they really have some useful things there.
I think I'll come with you because I have Leroy and Jenkins. I have matter of fact, what happened to Jenkins? Why is it not in my? Is there something?
See, there's like this other. There's like this big, like tall man,
On the
like one
weapons.
more head, like taller than Brandwolf, like
What?
really built and almost,
Hmm.
but also like with a belly, who kind of like stops off to the side and comes to you. What do you say about Jenkins? What happened to Jenkins? You know Jenkins?
Oh, I got Jenkins right here, and I just throw him on the side of my belt, my main weapon.
Oh, you're not talking about my Jenkins then.
Oh, who was your Jenkins, if I may ask? It's a good
Uh
name.
yeah, he was like this fella that I grew up with here in Bryn Shander, a hunter has been
Hmm.
missing for about 3 or 4 days now.
Oh, really?
I I thought maybe you might have heard something or knew him, but I haven't seen
No.
your face in town before.
No, we were traveling through. No, matter of fact, that was like I said, my. I have given my name, my weapons names, and one of them is
Oh well,
Jenkins.
sorry for the mix up then.
No problem, but
Farewell.
I'll keep an eye open if we should find somebody with the name of Jenkins.
How
Oh, okay.
how does he look like?
Uh, like bearded fella, reddish kind of beard, crazy red hair,
Oh, that
uh,
shouldn't be that
almost
hard.
no hair in the front and a broken nose twice.
Oh,
One of the times was me, but yeah, good boy, Jenkins, good boy.
mhm.
We'll keep an
And
eye open.
he just went missing, or did he go hunting and didn't come
Yeah, he
back,
did.
or
He went
something?
hunting and didn't come back.
Didn't come back.
Oh,
Okay. Where
starting to
was he?
You
get
know,
worried.
Where was he headed?
yeah.
I think somewhere more north,
North.
north of Bryn Shander. Aye,
Oh, up towards the Dwarven Valley.
aye. He usually like hunts around that place in that
Mm.
direction.
I have. Well, we have heard stories that there something is supposed to be up there. I don't know exactly yet, but
I mean, you hear crazy stuff nowadays happening all around Icewind Dale.
mm. But that's good to know because we are heading up that way. Maybe we might find something.
All right. Well, I mean, uh, if you do find something, just give Scramshax a word, maybe.
Yeah.
Uh, he knows me and I know him, and maybe I'll then hear of that.
Mhm. Okay.
All right.
Mm,
Farewell.
okay. Well, then
And
I'll
he
go
keeps on
with
moving.
yeah. I'll go with Freon to the house of the Dawn Mother
Okay.
because but
And Tiala and Blackwater are heading to the Black Iron Blades.
Sure.
All right.
So he doesn't have to go alone.
Oh wow, thank you. Are you gonna hold my
I
hand as
will.
well?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll start with Blackwater and Tiala then. As you enter the kind of looks like this big flat shack almost, and as you head inside, you see that this is more or less like a combination between a shop on like the front end and maybe like a smithy further in the back. You see what looks like a dwarf that's hammering away in the back, like a bald head, dark, bushy kind of sideburns that kind of merge into this beard, but with like a shaved chin. And you also see a with like braided and beautiful black raven like hair, kind of like a very squishy, like potato-like face. Also, a dwarven woman in here who's like currently in the process of storing and sorting some stuff from crates in one of the shelves off to the side. But as you enter, the male immediately, male dwarf immediately puts the hammer aside and puts off his gloves and says, "Hello, welcome to the Black Iron Blades. Is there anything you're searching for in particular?" And
Um,
you immediately hear like a clattering from behind. Jesus Christ! Shut up!
Elsa, be quiet. We have customers.
Jesus
Sorry
Christ.
about that.
Christians.
Who's Jesus?
Ooh, Christians in these far lands.
Good evening. So I'm looking for, and I show him one of them. These bullets.
He kind of like he kind of like hunkers over. You see that he seems to be having like a limp in the knee or something. And he like starts fumbling around with his clothing as he gets closer and takes it from your hand. This particular size then?
Hi.
I do have a couple of them around. I think. How much are you looking for?
As many as you have. I need these to survive, basically.
I have around 30 of these ball bearings.
Right.
That would be enough.
That is perfect already, yes. How much would that be?
For 3 silver, you could have all of them.
I'll give you 5 for them.
Oh,
And a
look
big
at that.
thank you.
Again, you hear something being dropped and clattering. He says like, Elsa, calm down. And he turns around back again to you. And you just see like strands of hair from the poor dwarven woman. And she's just like gathering stuff in the background.
Good.
Anything else you're searching for?
I look at Tiala.
I just finished a nice chain shirt yesterday evening. Very fine quality, handcrafted, over 3 weeks by myself.
Actually, any good shields that would fit my stature, my size, maybe?
I have like a
Elixir
usual
shield.
wooden shields made from wood up in Lonely Wood with like a metal frame. Got the iron from the Dwarven Valley. I have some contacts there.
Right. Looking at
But the
it.
price has been going a little bit up. I have a couple of problems with logistics, so to speak. And
I
again, there's like a clattering as there's like a bunch of stuff falling down in the back. He's like, Elsa, shit.
is it regarding the clan battle armor? Or
What you mean?
all right,
What
no,
do you
never
know?
mind. Well, we were confronted by some of the clan's people over at the North Look.
Oh, so you heard?
Yes, and we're looking to see if we can help out.
Oh,
as much as possible.
Elsa, did you hear that? They're trying to help out, and he like immediately you see his face light up. Oh yes, like I've been waiting for the shipment, but the people who were supposed to deliver it, they had apparently some problems. Some beast or other thing attacked them in the
Right.
valley or near the valley.
Do you know what could that have been? What kind of beasts?
It could be anything. I mean, we have Yetis stalking the place. Displacer beasts are plaguing the lands. Who knows? Maybe even a frost giant came down and currently hunting or something, or weird mammoths and things like that. I also heard stuff of other, like, large beasts roaming the place. There's been talk about a weird moose up in Lonelywood and some monster down in near Bremen in the Mare Dawn. Weird times, let me tell you. Weird times.
Very weird, yes. All right. So, would you recommend us anything? Because we are going to travel up there. Anything that we should be prepared for, or maybe equip ourselves with?
Well, it's always good to maybe take a miner's pick with you if you need one. Maybe you need to, like, I don't know, use it for fastening stuff, or maybe you see a nice gem on the way. And I usually never leave the place without my trusty tinkerer's tools, because you need to repair stuff on the road all the time.
Would you happen to have either of those? Because we would.
Of
take
course,
some.
of course. I have some tinkerer's tools here. Go for 50 gold.
Right.
And a miner's pick, which I can part with for 3.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, that sounds fair. 53 gold can do.
All
We'll take
right.
them both.
By the way, I haven't been adding any of the stuff to your inventory. We need to still do that.
Oh crap! True.
So just like write down whatever you're getting, and we'll do that afterwards. If you've purchased anything, like your arrow, Freon.
Yeah, I already wrote that down.
All right. Do you guys have a tent?
Not yet.
Because, I mean, it's hell if you don't really know how to, spend the night out in the wilds in this
And
frigid landscape.
do you need like a special tent over here? Or is a normal tent fine?
Well, a normal tent's fine if you have enough winter's clothes on you and somebody to snuggle up with at night.
I think then we should be fine. I've got a tent.
Again, there's like a bunch of books that fall over in the background. He's like, I'm sorry, my sister, she gets nervous around customers.
Oh god, it's fine. All good. Just don't scream about Jesus again.
Jesus Christ.
That's it from my side. Tiala, I don't know if you have anything that you need.
It's like an old dwarven, exclamation they often use when
No,
they're
it's not.
shocked or surprised. It's the mountain dwarves, Freon. It's something.
Mountain
Ah, they're
wouldn't know
weird
it.
people.
Yeah, those are the
Yeah,
weird
they're weird
ones,
people.
Yeah.
No one talks to them.
Yeah, they believed in the crucified one.
Weird people.
Tiala?
No, I'm fine.
Right?
Nothing
No?
for the last then, all right. How
That's
do you
it.
have a hand axe for chopping firewood and everything?
Yeah, we do too, actually.
All right.
Right, but that's it. Thank you very much for your business. And
You have firewood as well?
yeah, we can find that. on
I'm
the
just kidding. You go out there and, of course, you cut it down yourself.
Hey.
There's
way.
like another 2 stacks of books that fall down in the background.
Beautiful. Wait, books?
Yeah, books. Seems like there's a couple of weird tomes and stuff that are stacked in the back.
Would you? Do you have?
I went to the wrong place.
Noticing the books in the back, do you also sell those, or is that more for personal, private
Ah, no,
use?
that's Elsa's private library.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, she likes to. She's not much of a talker, but a good reader, that one.
That's good. That's good.
Isn't that right, Elsa? And you just hear, like, very faintly in this very quiet, extremely nervous Scottish accent, just this, hi.
Oh,
And you just see, like, from the strands of the raven hair, just her face is red as the dawn in the little light that is back there.
Cute.
It's cute. All right. Well, in that case, we don't want to bother you any further. Thank you very much.
All right. Well,
and-
if you actually are able to find that shipment, you head right back. I'll be sure to give you guys a good discount.
Oh, of
I'll
course.
be forever in your debt.
Yes, of course. No worries.
All right. What was your name, Master?
Blackwater.
Blackwater. All right. Well, thank you very much, Master Blackwater.
Thank you as
And
well.
you as well, lass. Farewell.
And we leave.
bye.
Okay. So the 2 of you are heading to the house of the Dawn Mother.
Right.
And you see that located near this northeast area, which kind of looks a bit like a market square, but there's not much going on except for a couple of stalls here and there. You see it's like a very modest converted house that seems to be serving as some sort of gathering place. And since you've been come in contact with it before, there seems to be a place for the worshippers of Helen, one of the goddesses that is especially known for the goddess of the sun among the worshippers of the mothers throughout Revelia. You see that there's currently, it doesn't seem to be anybody in the shrine except for a older spindle kind of lady who very nice, almost sun tarnished kind of skin, but white hair. She has bare arms, but is covered in this nice robe of fur. And she has a couple of rings and other amulets around that symbolize her faith to Helen. And she just she doesn't really pay much attention to you as you walk in the back, as she's turned with the back to you. She's near the altar and currently in the process of lighting some candles.
This is the house of the Dawn Mother, though.
Yes.
Oh, so we entered. Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of just clear my voice and say, Madame Michon?
She like
Are we-
turns around and like
we
just
correct?
whisks out the stick she's been using to ignite the candles with. Yes.
Oh, sorry to bother you, but we were sent by the proprietress of the Hound and Sprite that maybe you might have some information and also some tomes and scrolls to sell.
Oh, is it anything in particular that you're looking for? I mean, I do have several parchments and papers and other like ink, yeah, that you might be using. I also provide, of course, a couple of services of the Dawn Mother if you're in need of that.
I myself am looking for anything which has to do with healing, because I'm somebody who's.
I have
What are you guys
Psychological.
laughing at? You're laughing. I'm not going to ask a poor little old lady for a dirty book. Oh, I'm going to buy some healing potions, and my friend, my dwarven friend here is might need the one or other parchment or scroll. But anything with healing or.
well, I have one last potion of healing
Oh.
here. I was like bought up of the caravan that came through a couple days ago.
Well, yes.
Is
Would
there?
you?
I also like if you need any kind of like healing in terms of getting rid of ailments or similar things. Maybe I am also known to cast the blessing of the Dawn Mother on those that are afraid of maybe going out and battling dark things in terms of becoming undead. I can prevent that from happening.
Hmm. Well, I would definitely be interested in if you'd be willing to part with the healing potion. I would
Of
gladly
course,
purchase that. What?
I can part with it for 55 gold pieces.
That's kind of steep.
Well,
Yeah,
we've
for
fallen
what?
on ill times, traveler.
That's one healing potion, one normal, or is this the
It's a normal healing potion.
the master giga potion of all?
I mean,
Yeah.
you've purchased healing potions before at around that price.
Really? Was it that expensive? I never
Yeah.
thought they were that expensive.
It's a bit more expensive due to the times they've fallen on.
Yeah,
but
sure. I had the thing, but I didn't realize that they were.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even know.
I mean, also if you're
By having money
a
on me, I can't even remember. Or does Blackwater have all the purse now? I have no.
No. I only have my own personal stash, so.
Yeah, I think I do have some.
if you're
Yeah.
also somebody who regularly um, processes any rituals or something towards the Dawn Mother, I can also provide you with ink bottles or a censer, chalk, maybe incense.
That sounds interesting.
That I would like to. Yeah, I just kind of step aside and let Freon take over because.
Is there any other ailments that are plaguing you? Do you need any healing in terms of? And she kind of like eyes a little bit the like talon mark kind of like scratches where the feathers are sprouting from on your
Oh.
skin, Brand Wolf.
No, this is not an ailment. This is a blessing.
Oh,
This is from the blessing which I received from also one of the mothers of the Raven Mother. Raven Mother? No. I have to write down my.
heard of such a a goddess among the mothers.
I believe she is a goddess of death.
That sounds rather ominous.
Being a warrior who has looked upon death many times and has also that was one of her blessings, and this is not an ailment. This is just a sign.
Oh, I see.
Of
Well,
her, yeah.
in case you do need any healing of diseases or any other
Yeah.
conditions that might be afflicting you, just
Yeah.
let me know. But so
But,
you were interested in the healing potion, and what else was it?
Incense
Depends.
or
Yeah.
herbs, if you have any of those for sale.
I have a block of incense. I don't have any herbs in particular on me. For herbs, you might want to try the Ancient Blossom down south in Bryn Shander.
God, it's gonna be
Ah,
It's
shopping
our
at this
local
time.
alchemist.
that sounds interesting. That incense, though, how
Yes.
much for that?
It's 1 gold worth. 1 block is 1 gold.
Oh, God, it's gonna take me like 15 years to collect everything.
How
I've
many
got-
would you? How much would you need?
How much do you need?
And you say charcoal as well, right?
No, just chalk. No charcoal.
Oh, okay.
If you want charcoal, you might want to check out Lonely Wood.
Yes.
I'm gonna stab her.
I
in the
swear to
face.
God, if somebody says anything about Lonely Wood,
I'll take that piece of incense, yes.
how many do you need? I have a couple.
Oh, you have a couple.
Yes.
Do you have like 9 gold pieces worth of incense?
9?
9?
I do have 9. Yes. And she
Oh,
kind
excellent.
of goes around and gathers 9 single blocks of incense.
And you were mentioning a brazier as well, right? Or did I
A
miss?
censer.
Yes.
Yes.
How much would that be?
That would be 5 gold pieces in total.
Oh,
So you see her like handing it to you. It's a finely crafted little censer, like made of nice gold.
no. I don't want a gold one. That's too fancy. Do you have one made out of brass, maybe?
I have, yes, hang on. She turns around and she pulls up another one, kind of like more of the brassy or almost like this shady bronze looking kind of look. This one I can part with for 3 gold.
Yeah, that looks more up my alley, I have to say.
All right.
And 9 and 3 is 12, and 55 would be 67. Can we put everything together if I give you 65 for everything? My friends and my healing potion? Would that be a
Kind of
haggle?
like, yeah,
A
she kind of
haggle's
like
worth?
thinks a bit to herself, and you see she has like this worrisome look ever since you guys entered on her face, and she says, "How about 60 gold in total? And I might have maybe something else you could help me with."
Yeah, how could we help you?
Well, I have a friend called Macredus who is, ever since this whole ordeal with the Frost Maiden started, he's been conducting research at an old cabin in the wilderness up north. And I don't want to bother you, but maybe if you find yourselves nearby, I would appreciate if you could check in with him because he's been pretty silent over these past few weeks, and all I know is that he's been trying to build some kind of device that could potentially end our real's eternal winter, and maybe summer might return again. But I
Is
mean,
that
you can't fight a goddess with technology, for all I know. At least I have yet to see this.
well, these offerings don't seem to be helping much either because every town here, I mean, we've been traveling through many towns. Everybody has their own offers and it's still not summer, so
Well, I mean, so far we have survived, though. The winter hasn't become that bad that all of our crops completely die on us, or
yeah.
the
Tell
animal
the,
populace
tell
dwindles.
that to tell that to the lucky ones that were sent out to die. Yeah, I know. But is that somewhere up the towards the Dwarven Valley? Because we'll be heading up north.
No, I mean his cabin is even further up north, past Lonely
Oh,
Wood.
okay. Well, then you know what? Let me give you the 65 because I can't promise that we'll be getting up all that thing. If we are heading up there,
Of course,
I
that's
definitely will.
understandable.
but I would rather put. Or matter of fact, I don't want the. I'll give you the full 67 because. But we still, if we head up there to, we will definitely look into
I'm
seeing
wondering though, how well
Mercedes.
is your religion doing in a time like this? It is a religion.
You mean
You're
our worship
practicing,
of the mothers, or Helen in particular?
yes, with all this winter going on.
Well, I must admit, sometimes it does feel a little bit forsaken out here, this far cut off from the Rebellion Empire and most of the Western lands that the Mother's believers reside in. But spreading the good word so far has helped in bringing the people together, and in the end, exactly that is what Helen has taught us as the Dawn Mother, to lose hope last and claw onto it throughout the night. There will always be a dawn after however dark the night is.
And how about those lotteries? What's your take on that?
Well, it is definitely something that might be of a cruel nature to some, but it is something that the whole Council of Speakers has agreed on. Each town to offer up something they can part with. We here in Bryn Shander do it with our inhabitants. That is why the lotteries are taking place. And I do know for a fact, after also talking to our town speaker many times, they would immediately put a stop to this as soon as summer would return. But it
And
is something the Frost Maiden has driven us to drastic measures.
how is it if someone's lot is drawn who does not want to be sacrificed? Has that happened before?
There have been a couple of months where that has happened, and sometimes there is violence that occurs, but so far the town militia has always been able to restrain the person in question. I mean, we all put our names in the lotteries to be drawn. It's an equal chance for everybody. Our town speakers as well. Every person of Bryn Shander does it. That was the more or less the deal that was decided on, that these lotteries will take place in the first place, after all.
But why don't you sacrifice something else?
Well, I mean, we do try to sacrifice what is something that we can all part with, more or less. Bryn Shander being the largest of all of the 10 towns, we have a large populace. There's like probably, look it up, hang on a sec. There's a good amount of over 1,000 souls here alone in Bryn Shander.
Well, but then at the same time, you could just sacrifice a house.
But what would a house be worth?
Yeah, exactly. What would a life be worth?
Well, a life is warmth and dreams and hope in itself. It's the highest you could give
A
to a
house
goddess
is,
such as the Frost Maiden.
but a house is home and a hearth.
Yes, and that is why some other towns do offer warmth and do not light their hearth, because they definitely are such a small community that they would be crippled in terms of survival if even one single member would be offered up.
I still don't understand your weird
You're not
custom.
from here, are you?
No.
Usually outsiders do have problems with this, but we haven't had outsiders in a long time. Where are you from, you and your friend?
Oh, from far off.
Far off, beyond where the winter comes and winter leaves.
But how did you get into Icewind Dale? For all we know, there is no way in or out, since Auriel has had us in her icy grip.
Well, that's why we're also trying to find a way out of this icy grip, because
How
we
did you
can't
come in?
through
Maybe you could use the same way?
No, it wouldn't work. Believe me, it wouldn't work. It also has to do with these markings, which you might see are not normal. This is all. I can only say it's kind of a type of magic, which was teleported us here.
That is very confusing.
Okay, well, I give her the 67 gold pieces
Thank you very much.
because I don't want to, because she seems to have a hard time enough, and I already
I
took them off my inventory.
I have one more question. We heard rumors of a murder, quite recent. How would you be involved in that? Would people come to you and pray, or?
Well, usually they do come here and try to find solace of whatever is happening in town or in the environment. The murder, of course, is tragic, especially since it happened so close to our own ceremony, our monthly one on the new moon. I mean, there's like a couple of things. There's what I have gathered so far, the people that went here and did in fact try to drown their woes in the hopes in like the hope that the Dawn Mother gives them in their solace. They did say, a couple of them, that they think maybe the lottery was tampered with or something like that. But of course, it's all hearsay of people that are troubled.
You know where the murder took place exactly?
I think the corpse was found somewhere a little ways off south of the southern gate.
And there's nothing out there.
Well, from what the militia and the townspeople has been gathering, is that this dwarven, I think he was a glass blower. Certainly, I don't think I've ever met him or seen him in town so far, but he, I don't know if he was maybe out there for gathering resources or maybe just a nightly stroll, but maybe, of course, the location of the corpse, maybe the murder didn't take place out there, but somebody planted the corpse there afterwards. But these are very dark thoughts.
Oh, and my friend was wondering, is there any artist living in town who does drawings?
An artist? I wouldn't know of anybody, no.
I don't need art. I was looking for some easy literature. Not art, Freon.
Ah,
Easy
I see.
literature.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, I only have Scrabble material here, but not any certain kind of tomes that you might be looking for, I'm afraid.
yeah, no, I'm more of a friend of the of the adult versions. When you're up and alone, I don't think you'd find something here. You're too good-hearted a woman, so don't want to bother you with that.
I don't quite understand.
That's
It's all right. It's all
time to
right.
go. Brian, we have
Thank
to meet
you.
up with the others.
Farewell, may the Dawn Mother bless your way, she says,
Thank-
and turns around again away from you.
On our way back, I'll quickly talk with Branwolf.
What was
Branwolf,
that about, Dick? Yeah.
I do have the knowledge of the runes that we use to travel to Hell.
Okay.
So I don't know if maybe if Tiala and I put our heads together, if we could figure out how to get out of here, but then it would probably take us back to hell.
Yeah, if it just might invert it. The question is, so I don't know. We should talk with Tiala about that.
Yeah, definitely.
So
So where are you guys heading? Did you guys say that you're gonna meet up somewhere afterwards, or
not we didn't say, but I think that they probably will all be heading back to the, because we said we'd meet
To the
for
North
dinner.
I
Oh.
after leaving Black Iron Blaze, I had forgotten that I still needed something from the Hound and the Sprite. So, if possible, I wanted to hop in there just to buy some. The hell is it called? Blowgun darts? Because I keep forgetting about those. Just quick pop in, pop out, drop a gold.
Yeah. Oh no, Freon, did you want to look
Sure, you
back
would get
to where?
10 darts
Yeah.
For a gold?
for a gold, yeah.
How much do they have?
20.
Okay, I'll drop 2 gold and I'll get both. Thank you.
Alright.
That's it. And then I guess we head off to the North Look, unless Tiala wants something.
Before we head to the North Look, Freon, did you want to check out this?
The Alchemist?
Yeah, was it down south, the Alchemist? Or?
I don't necessarily need. I have everything I need for now. It might still be good if we have a look there. I don't know if Tiala is able to make healing potions. If she needs some ingredients for that, I don't know.
I have to write my healing potion down. I took off the.
So quickly, Blackwater, what did you buy? Or
I
what are you getting?
I already gave myself the bullets and the darts. One
Perfect.
miner's pick and 1 tinker's tools. Was it?
Miner's pick, added that one, and the Tinkerer's tools. There you go.
Thank
Okay.
you. That's it.
Branwolf, did you buy something?
I did. I bought the healer's potion.
Oh yeah, the 1 healing potion.
Can you add that, because
Yep.
I'm looking at
And the 3 porn magazines.
Yeah, they didn't have anything. And well, I paid for Freon stuff. I don't know what it was. The sensor and the incense and whatever he needed.
Next Door
So-
None, Volume 12.
And I took
The
off.
sensor and the.
Was it nine incense blocks?
Yeah,
block-
and the +10 crossbow.
Yeah, the arrow.
It was 9 in total of the incense blocks.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the single
That's-
arrow.
Yeah, I already added that.
All right, gotcha.
The sensor, yeah, and yeah, and I already took off the money, so I already took off. So I'm at.
Same here.
Tiala,
Did
you have anything?
I didn't buy anything, no.
Okay, good.
Why?
So
I'm just wondering. I'm carrying around an unidentified item, heavy armor. What the fuck is that?
From the last
that
episode.
was from last session. Yeah,
Yep.
you picked that up.
As well as a bronze
what?
crown.
Ah, the crown.
It was
Oh,
on the card together with the letter.
Oh,
and stuff that
yes.
you found.
Speaking of
I'm
which,
not carrying that.
we do.
I don't know who took it.
I gave it to Branwolf then. I'm not
Alright.
I can't carry that. It's 65 kilograms.
Then I'm gonna move
And
that
what
to
was it?
Branwolf.
Armor.
I'll
Like
put
a,
him.
a set of
put him-
unidentified. Oh yeah, hang on. Why do you have it twice in there now? Because I
is it-
think.
Is it dwarven armor
No, I think I already gave it to Branwolf,
Yeah.
but I didn't delete it from your item from your
okay.
inventory.
or? Okay, no, then
'Cause- yeah,
I
you
have
have it
it.
in your inventory, Branwolf.
yeah, I have it, and it's
But yeah, so you guys, you
Yeah.
head back to the. I mean, by now, it's definitely around the evening time,
yeah, it's time for dinner.
and
Time to-
it's definitely more. Like definitely more people are convening to the place, frequenting the doors, like constantly going open. People are going in, going out, sitting down. You're like just able to get like a small little free table, which is too small even for your group, but you're kind of like able to huddle around it. And it is like crazy in terms of what's going on, and it's loud as well, but it is now definitely a time of merry drinking and dining inside the North Look.
Okay.
Is it
As,
past? Is it past 10 yet?
No, it's like right now around 9-ish, or sorry, around 7 in the evening.
Don't tell me you don't want to go meet up old Stinky Face.
Hey,
Oh yeah,
as evening entertainment,
definitely.
you know.
I would definitely come with you.
Oh, God.
Yeah, could be fun.
How is this?
Okay,
fun?
then let's
I mean,
grab a
we
bite.
can-
Let's
we
grab a
should-
bite.
I
bite
mean,
to
it's still
eat.
it's still around almost 2 hours away. You guys still
Yeah,
have much,
okay.
Let's eat first.
more than
Then,
enough time
yeah.
to reconvene, to talk about stuff, whatever.
Yeah, I'd
plan.
like to talk
eat
with
dinner.
the dwarves about the dwarves with maybe taking off tomorrow and see if they can
Runa.
fix us up with whatever we need for traveling up towards the icy north. Because they offered that they can
I
anything
mean,
that we need.
they didn't offer. What they did do, what Runa did say, is that they would pay you to go out, but they are in no condition to like head back out.
No. But she said if we need anything
To outfit
go
you.
out,
Yes,
to outfit us.
I mean,
That's what.
No.
That's what she offered.
That's
so.
we
Yeah,
kind
you do see Runa and the guys sitting a couple tables over. You guys are like right underneath, next to Hearth, where this like knucklehead trout is mounted to the
What
wall.
is this? I'm gonna have a look at that.
And
Can
Runa is like comes over to you, and you guys get to talking about.
So, did you need anything in particular? We could also maybe arrange on gathering the things and what we have, and maybe outfitting you before you head out.
Well,
we all
how
have-
far north is that where we need to go?
Well, if you have a look over here on your map.
Where's my measurement thing? Here we go.
Currently in Bryn Shander, it's probably somewhere around 10 miles to the northeast. At the beginning of the Dwarven Valley, at the outskirts of it, that's where it happened. Blizzard caught us off guard.
Okay.
Is there like a traveling route, or is it just like straight?
There's a route
through?
leading straight through the Dwarven Valley.
Okay,
But
so
it's
we
held
can,
by the Battlehammer clan.
which is good because that's your
How
plan.
do we get there? I mean, is there like a way
Well,
to the valley?
Not really. You would have to like cross the wilds to get there, or maybe head back to Targos if you want to keep on the route, and then around Maer Duldan towards Tourmaline, and then veer off course from up there. If you want to stay on the safe side of things. We can't really recommend walking or traipsing through the wilds, especially if you don't have any like sled or snow
we have
snowshoes. But it's there's dangerous stuff about. Weird tales being told. They say that the giants are coming down from the mountains as well, gathering to hunt in places here and there.
we have dog sleds or one.
Well, then you
dog
might be
sled.
able to cross the wilds for sure, but
because we have
still
sledding
doesn't rule
dogs.
out any dangers.
Well, dangers. We were attacked on our way from Targos to Bryn Shander.
I
so
know you
mean,
do see like a definitely
yeah,
skilled
so-
bunch. That's why I approached you
I
with my
think-
friends.
I believe it's not going to make sense going back to Targos and then over.
No, try heading
I'd head
north,
straight. Yeah.
northeast, straight northeast. Keep
Yeah.
true, and
Yeah.
then you definitely, at some point, the Dwarven Valley itself, you will recognize it once you get there.
Do we need any sort of pass, any sort of seal of approval, a seal of that to show them that we are coming in in your name or to be
She
for the
kind of like
Battlehammer clan.
goes around and puts off this on like a leather string, what looks
Yeah.
like almost like an anvil and hammer symbol that she kind of reaches towards you.
Yeah.
Just show them this as any of the Battlehammer clan gives you any
Okay.
problems,
Okay. Good.
and tell them that you know Hruna
Yeah.
and you're here looking for a lost iron shipment, and I think that should be enough. Once they might not be warming up to you immediately, but they shouldn't give you any problems.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Okay. Well, that's just main thing. Not that they think that we're trying to steal from them or something.
And
but
of course, since you are traveling with another dwarf, they would be careful to do anything harsh and unthought of. They don't want to mess with any other clans out there. Where do you hail from? She kind of nods to you, Freon.
Far off. You probably haven't heard of that place.
Well, I mean, within Icewind Dale, I only know the Battlehammer clan mostly. They're the biggest here, especially around in the Dwarven Valley. Closest other dwarves are maybe some recluses living in the spine of the world to the south or further east up in Eastacre.
Runa,
Aye.
is there any sort of deity or something like that called Jesus Christ in your circle?
Oh, some small fanatics usually. I know that the weird Garm from Black Iron Blades. He's one of those. It's a weird deity. Something about somebody like just playing the victim, giving their life, and saving all of dwarven kind and all that stuff.
All right.
Nothing of the same that we have with going on with Moradin or Allfather.
Okay. All right. I was curious. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, then we would be heading out morning as soon as we had a hearty breakfast. And do we need anything else? And we have winter garbs.
Oh.
We have. We might be needing snowshoes.
Yeah,
we
something
might.
to protect the sled. I think there was an idea like that. Oh, or
Yeah.
during nighttime or something.
Well, if you have a sled, you could maybe, I don't know, fasten some kind of tent or wagon cover
Okay.
across it, because
Yeah.
it might be also an additional place of shelter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
I
the
mean,
only
we
person who
also
has
have
a
lost
tent is.
I think Tiala's the only one who has a tent, doesn't it?
How many
Yeah.
tents do you have?
One.
We only have. Yeah.
One.
How have you been
Tiala.
faring so
Well,
far? in the
usually
wild?
Branwolf has another one each morning, but that's a different story.
The skill thing keeps us warm enough,
Yeah.
I would say.
How nice of you to notice, dear.
It's a difficult topic.
I'll add you to
I
my
see you
night.
have some personal issues to get through. I'll leave you
Yes.
guys be.
Oh, please don't.
No. Do we need anything? Please don't. Yeah. So we do we need any snowshoes? Any
Snowshoes.
snowshoes?
Do you need
No.
any snowshoes?
Any snowshoes? Any picks
Well, if
or
you have a
something?
sled, you should be fine. You don't need any snowshoes.
Any snowshoes?
It's a very good dwarven accent you've got there.
Yeah, I try my best. Snowshoes. Yes. Like I said, spent my youth with them, so some of it. Albrecht Stormbringer. He was my friend.
Was he a snowshoes?
He was
weaver?
a master of the snowshoe.
Well, right, but no, I think you should be fine if you have enough tents, because you
Yeah.
would probably need them to maybe spend a night or two out in the wilds, perhaps.
So we wouldn't need another tent. We
I
only
think
have
we need
one.
another tent. Yeah, that's what we're getting. If you have
Well,
a,
Bryn Shander's
yeah.
a big town. I'm sure you'll be able to find some.
oh, you don't
sure.
have any for your outfitting?
I mean, I can, if that's what you need, we'll just
Yeah.
put it on the list and we'll
Yeah,
get it for
please,
you
please,
tomorrow
yeah.
morning
Yeah,
and have it
please.
ready.
Yeah,
But
please.
what time do you guys want to embark on the journey?
Well, soon as after. I don't know how soon the old Scram Shacks serves breakfast here, but as soon as we had something warm in us, we'll head out. So
I think he opens the buffet at 6.
perfect. We'll be there. So we'll be ready to leave at 7.
All right. Well, we'll be sure to gather up some couple of rations maybe for you folks, and then another one tent, like another 2 people tent.
How many dogs fit in a tent?
Well, if it's you alone, then maybe 2 to 3 of them. But you should be able to maybe perch in the dogs as well in their own, because if a fierce blizzard comes, you never know how long it lasts. The worst time I remember was we sat out there for 3 days in the cold, unable to find our bearing, and we just had to wait it out. That was a very gruesome and very scary time.
And maybe 2 additional tents?
All right, so 2 tents in total. Tents, rations, anything else?
And snowshoes. Snowshoes.
All
I think
right,
that
I'll
should be
write
good.
down 4 sets of snowshoes.
Perfect.
If that's all, then have a merry evening. Enjoy
Yes.
it.
Yep.
And we'll be here in the morning.
Yeah. Write down a round of ale on my tab, or on our tab, please.
All right. Thank you. We appreciate it.
I'm rich.
And she
It's my tab, isn't it?
and she moves off to her 2 friends as you're sitting there below the fish.
Okay.
And there's like people.
I'm gonna have a look at that fish. What is with this fish? I mean, you keep throwing it at us. Someone has to inspect the stupid fish, which I will.
Well, you do see, getting up close of it, it's definitely a stuffed, like, knucklehead trout of what the locals are fishing here in the several of the lakes. You do see that there's like a small little plaque down below that just says Ol'Bitey.
Ol'Bitey.
And there's a small little story about like that this particular fish apparently pulled many a fisher into the icy depths of the Maridul Dawn before it was finally caught by a human rogue named Kintir and her companion, a human druid who called themselves the Maverick, and they hauled Ol'Bitey all the way to the North Look in the hope of having it cooked for them, but the owner at the time bought it from them and had it stuffed instead. And you also notice that while reading this, suddenly you see the tail like wiggling like crazy, and the head kind of like turns around and runs around as well like crazy, and the
starts singing it too.
the mouth opens, and just seemingly like staring at you, Brand Wolf. Suddenly, Ol'Bitey starts in like a raspy voice, kind of to sing. Oh, there's a place I like to go, farther up the river's flow. Where it is, I do not know. Must be under all that snow. And then he like just goes silent again. And you then keep on reading that there's like a small little addition that somebody added to the plaque. That apparently, like years later, a prankster wizard or something had cast a spell on the stuffed fish.
Made in Taiwan. Oh man, okay. Where's the dartboard? I mean, if they have a stinging fish, they gotta have a dartboard and a pinball machine too. Well, I guess we had our talk. I guess did we have dinner yet? While we were talking with probably.
I'm assuming you guys probably. There was like you said, there's some turkey drum legs.
Yeah.
Another stew that they brought.
While we were talking.
Yeah. Strangely enough, no chowder. Not, and at least not today on the menu.
When you come back. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also if Tiala ordered it, there's like another set in like an assortment of berries or like a garden-like salad that they could offer.
Okay.
We still have some
So-
time till we meet with that stinky guy,
Yeah,
right?
it's around like 7:30 or something in the evening right now.
Jeez.
I would take an hour and go to my room.
All right. So Freon just up and leaves without comment.
Yeah.
He does that every day, so I mean,
Yeah.
nothing new.
Interesting.
I want to give Brown Wolf just a few items, the heavy ones. If you could carry this Inkus tool and this miner's pick, if you don't mind.
No.
Sure.
Yeah. No, I have. I'm trying to look. I have
Do
to
you even
see this-
have like a backpack somewhere in your inventory?
I have a haversack of holding, which a lot of shit goes
Okay.
in.
Yeah, there we go.
But I'm trying to figure the Tinker's tool should be no problem, but do I fit the thing into a haversack?
The miner's pick can maybe stay on the sled. I was just
Yeah, I think so.
we were recommended to take this with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah.
Hang on. 5 feet in diameter at the mouth, and sorry, that's not feet, that's inches. Oh no, it's half a feet in diameter at the mouth. Yeah. So
foot.
and anything that's longer than 1.5 feet wouldn't fit in.
Yeah. So
Anything like a sword or something would be too long.
Okay, well, the pick's not going to fit in anyway, so
No,
we'll
that
just,
would be
we'll
too
just
big.
leave,
I mean,
leave
you
that
can
on leave
stuff
that on
in
the sled.
as long as it has like around the size of a hammer sack, you can just add on to that.
Yeah.
I think I can just confirm this, or does Bran will need to confirm this if you send him stuff.
I keep offering it
No.
to him. I'm not getting any response.
I just confirmed it.
Yeah, whatever. Just
Oh, I'm gonna also remove the Displacer Beast carcass from your.
please
God,
do. Yes, please do. Yeah, well then, I'll just sit here, stare at the wall,
How about a game of
drinking
Dragonbone?
Yeah, game of Dragonbone or Knuckle Bones or whatever. Yeah.
Bones?
Why?
Sure.
While
There's like a crazy eye dwarf that immediately like turns over to Dragonbone.
Hell yeah! Come over.
Are you folks playing?
Of course.
Oh, we always are.
Oh boy!
So,
And he like, well, do you mind?
no, of course, please sit down.
No.
All right. So
no
what's your
problem.
house rules?
Well, we come from abroad, so maybe you should explain your house rules.
Yeah, probably better because
Oh, I
we're-
haven't played in ages. Please remind me. How does Dragonbone work?
Branwolf? I just lay my 6 dragon bones on the table and look at Branwolf expectantly.
I thought we were playing a drinking game. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what this
I
is.
thought it was.
Oh,
yeah,
that's interesting. I haven't played that
Yeah.
right before.
yeah, you look at the bones, put away a drink, and see whoever falls down first. But we can't be playing it with the hard rules because we have to meet up with old Stinky yet.
Oh,
So.
true.
Oh, are you scared?
Nah, never scared.
Well, so how does it work? How do you play the Dragonbone in the drinking game variant?
Well, okay.
What is Dragonbone? What are you talking about? I thought it was a card thing. I don't know.
The first one who asks what Dragonbone is loses and drinks.
Oh boy,
There you go.
I didn't even order yet.
No, we'll play your rules. How do you play here?
Yeah.
I don't know. We throw 3 dice, and whoever has the highest one wins.
Perfect.
That sounds about the
Let's
same which
go.
we do. Yes. Yeah. Here we go. One. Here. What thing? You play for 1 silver each thing, or are you gonna put a wager on it, or what do you want to do?
Loser drinks.
Scrab sacks. Bring out a couple of shots of whiskey, and maybe some of that schnapps in the back.
Great. We're gonna be shit faced by the time we meet.
Wait, at least we're at his intelligence level, right?
Yeah,
Scrab
that's
Shacks
true.
that immediately puts
Okay.
down a couple of like small little whiskey glasses filled like
How many?
Just ever so slightly.
How many sides do the dragon bones have?
Well, that depends where I'm from. We use a 6-sided dice.
Ah, perfect.
There's some
That's-
weird folks that
that's
do
the
it with
same
like
one
20
we have
sides
here.
and stuff,
I
but that's
know.
bullshit.
Too many numbers.
No,
Exactly,
too many
keep
numbers.
it simple.
Yeah.
How does it work? The person with
Yeah.
least points in total drinks?
Well, you usually you keep to yourself what you rolled.
Oh god.
Then you tell what you rolled. The other person can call that or
Ignore
not. Well, you're not supposed to roll it in the damn virtual tabletop, otherwise everybody will know.
No, you were yes.
And then if I don't believe you, I can call it a bluff. If it's right, I have to drink. If it's not right, then you lied and you have to drink. Simple as that. So everybody ready?
Yep, ready to go.
What about you, Lass? Are you drinking as well?
No, I'm just watching.
Oh, so you're putting this down for the history, I see.
Well, somebody has to stay without alcohol.
Okay, so I'm loaded.
All right, I'm done as well. I haven't figured out who starts, but I guess I will. I
Yeah.
have a total of 10. Now you have to say something higher. That's the rule. Or
Yeah,
basically,
I got a total of 12.
And
I don't believe you.
Oh,
I don't believe you.
Hang on a sec.
How am I
What
gonna
does
do
our
this? Show this to the camera?
halfling friend say?
that is a total of, if I can count correctly, 13.
Ooh.
Oh, well, I don't believe you then, halfling. 13
that so?
sounds a bit high for my price.
Well,
Yeah.
it is 13.
God damn it! And he takes the first swig. All right, then you roll and you go next.
Hey.
So what's all of your names?
I'm Branwolf,
I'll
dragon
Alright.
killer and dismember of Displacer beasts.
I'm Thorgrim, fucker of widows, and bane of trolls.
Are
I
those
know
two
my
connected
title
somehow?
sounds far
Yep.
better than yours, huh?
Well, it is because you could kill a dragon every day, but fuck a widow and wow.
I was expecting a rhyme there for a second.
Yeah, well, I couldn't. I was just.
Are you noting this down, lass?
Yes. Okay, so
All right, so halfling, you start since you won the last round.
It's a 14.
what do you have, friend Thorgrim?
Also a 14.
I got 2 6s and a 5, which makes it 17. You don't believe me? I'll lift my cup.
I don't know, what does the halfling say?
He always believes me.
I trust the man.
I'm gonna trust you as well, Skillfing.
Well, I lift it up and it is 2 6s and a 5. So what is
Okay,
it?
well then I guess both the halfling and me have to drink.
I guess so.
Better for everyone.
No
let's
more
go.
drink for me again. Okay.
All right, then both of them swig it back.
Who's paying for all this shit?
Tiala's tab, so it's fine.
Yeah, put it on our tab. Okay. Load up again.
Mom's buying
So-
today.
All right, so you go first.
Oh. You'll win the 5, 3, and a 2. That's only
You
a
don't
10.
say the single digit, Skillfing.
Oh.
It's just the number in total.
Well, I don't fuck widows either, so I'm not the brightest, I guess. Yeah. So that's
That's
yeah.
true. You have to be very smart and stupid to
Oh,
do
yeah.
that.
Well, then it's 10 if I count correctly.
Well, I have an 11.
I
Got an 11 as well. I don't trust you. Oh, fucker of widows.
God
widows don't-
fucking damn it, got me again. And he takes another
There you
shot
go.
of it. He's
So
already
this
starting
book-
to look kind of
Yeah.
cross-eyed a bit
So-
because he did
so-
already drink heavily before by the smell of his breath.
So this goes on for an hour or so.
At least, yeah. We're
At
wasting
least.
time
Yeah.
here.
Both
Oh,
of you make
hopefully.
a Constitution saving throw.
Gladly.
As this goes on for another 20 minutes or so.
Constitution. Let me have a look very fast at my Constitution. That is
Saving throw, you said.
Yeah, saving throw.
Look at that. That's a 10 in total.
I have. Where's my saving throws? Oh wait a minute. I'm in the inventory. That doesn't help me at all. Saving throw. Saving Constitution. Saving throw is the right one. No,
Yeah, it's
Left one.
the right one. That's a
the
saving
right
throw.
one.
I'm
So-
glad I wasn't part of the drinking competition over at
6.
Salt.
I mean, you just have to click on
12.
like Constitution, and then it'll open up a
Yeah,
window
12.
for you with saving throw.
That is 12 plus 6 is 18.
All right, yeah, Branwolf, you are fine. Blackwater,
Hard-
you do
hardly
feel
drunk.
intoxicated
I feel confident.
and
That's what's happening.
confident. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean the dwarf himself, he says something along the lines, "My tab," and like ventures and gets lost in the crowd somewhere.
Ah,
After
too
half
bad.
an hour.
I wanted to ask him if he had any pictures of his widows that he fucks. Or if he wrote them down in a journal, which I might read, which has illustrations.
Oh,
Oh, man.
God, yes.
Okay. So then sitting here with an slightly inebriated Blackwater,
Yeah, it's
I
around. It's around.
I believe it's time for Prion to come back so that we can leave.
It's shortly around 20 to 9 or something
Oh.
now. By the time this concludes.
Well, it would take me an hour to cast my spell.
Yeah, but I mean,
Okay.
you guys started getting in there. It would kind
Yeah.
of fit with the hour. What did
It
you
fit.
want to cast?
Well, I'm gonna conjure my familiar again.
Ah, so
So you
Tara
can-
returns.
Yes, you can remove all the incense.
All of the incense. All right.
So that's what it's for. Alright.
Well, you don't know that.
No. Well, yes, but no.
Gotcha.
And I'll have a little chat with her before I go downstairs again and ask her what happened,
Okay.
why she disappeared, or why she. Well, I've noticed that she was killed, right?
Yeah, that she basically returned to her
Yeah.
to her home plane.
Yeah, I'll ask her
Um,
what happened and how.
Yeah, she conveys to you that after the time you sent her away, because you sent her away to follow an imp, as I recall, I
Yeah.
think, and she did kind of get mixed up in the war that was going on, like beneath and above of El Turel within Avernus, and was hit by one of the attacks. There were like several some demons that she couldn't really fathom what they were, fighting other imps. Devilish creatures, but she saw that this battle it stretched on as far as she could see, like the armies below.
Well, I'm glad that she's back.
And she's happy to be back. It was scary down there, and she does say to you or urge you to not send her away again. This way, at least while in Avernus, she has developed some sort of uncomfortableness with that plane.
Yeah, we're not planning on going back, anyways. I think.
But you keep her with you now, right? Like perched
Yes.
upon your
Yeah.
shoulder
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
something. Okay, so Freon returns with Tada on his shoulder.
Oh, Tana.
Ooh. I take another drink.
Yeah, the first thing you see is the halfling is in a very good mood.
Oh, Blackwater.
Yeah.
Did you have the raw potato?
Oh, God. Oh, Do you think that
I'm
the
gonna
shops
I'm
are
gonna cast a minor illusion on his left hand where he held the blowgun.
All right.
That it's
What's-
all like wrinkly and like looks like potato skin with like the eyes coming out as well.
Oh.
Okay. Make an insight check with disadvantage, like
I-
water.
In the meantime, I want to see if I can get the innkeep.
Quick, bring me a potato.
The first raw potato you see. That's a 6.
All right. Yeah, you're like, oh my god,
Freaking out.
freaking out.
And it's my blowgun hand even. Jesus Christ.
Well, I told you it's cursed.
Okay, is the innkeep coming? Does he give me a potato?
The innkeep's like, hang on, and he like comes back. It takes him a good 5 minutes or so, but he comes back, and he comes back empty-handed first and asks, "Does it need to be peeled or unpeeled?"
Unpeeled. Just as raw as you can get it. With
All
a bit
right,
of dirt
and
is
he
even better.
vanishes again. And then after like another 3 minutes, he returns with like this chunk of a raw potato
Oh,
that he just
fuck.
puts on the table. Enjoy your dinner, I guess.
And I just...
And he moves on again, tending to the rest of the guests.
So missed this. I have no idea when.
I slam it
was-
down. Oh, just as much as I can, I eat. Just all
You
of
see
it.
the halfling sitting there getting the munchies on a raw potato.
Another Constitution saving throw, or
For now, you're good.
alright? Does it
Doesn't taste
disappear?
really that good.
Yeah, how's my hand?
Yeah, as soon as he eats the potato, I kind of let the
Okay.
illusion.
Yeah, it seems to definitely
Go.
get better as you're eating it.
I ask the innkeep for another 10 raw potatoes, and I give him. I tell him to put it on the tab.
Oh, sure, I'll put in a sack. You need it now, or is the morning fine?
Morning is perfect, thank you.
All right.
Did I miss something last time, or when was this with the raw potato?
Thanks for
thing
reminding me, Freon. I completely forgot.
Yeah,
about
I mean, yes, I told you last time
that.
already.
Yes, you're
You
right.
know, Branwolf, he found this interesting blowgun.
I know, I remember, but I didn't.
Yeah,
remember.
unfortunately, there seems to be a curse on it as well.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's super good, so I mean, it's worth just eating the potatoes to use it. But
Okay.
I just keep forgetting about it.
Super good.
As a magic user, an insight check on Freon.
Sure, make an insight check.
Where are my stats? Inside. 17.
Yeah, Freon seems to be definitely having some fun and playing with Blackwater's feelings.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm safe now. I mean,
Mhm.
this is gone. Right, should we be heading towards the?
Yeah, I think everybody had
Stinky
their fun now. That seems to have also brought in your wits back. You don't seem as inebriated or drunk anymore as
scared the heck out
as
of
you
me.
was. Yeah, so that kind of thing. So I guess Tiala, are you coming too? Are we gonna head to see what old Stinky has to tell us?
Yeah, sure. I also wanted to see if there's maybe still somebody at the stables. Probably a bit late, but I wanted to ask about the caravan as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you head out to town. You already see like there's like a couple of militia, guard militia directly like around the town center mostly, but not as you like go out further towards the wall. People are having like torches lit outside their homes to kind of illuminate the space, and the streets are kind of empty. There's still a couple of night runners that roam around the place. You get to the stables and you don't see any kind of torches lit there. You don't see any like person outside. It seems like there's nobody there, or maybe they're like closed for the day. You do see, however, that one of the like large doors leading into like the main barn is slightly like open.
Should we go in?
Yeah, I'm just going to,
Maybe knock first?
just in case, ready my weapons that they can be pulled out of the belt. Because, like I said, I don't trust the whole situation.
All right.
I'm gonna knock and go in.
Okay. As you get closer to like this big barn door knock, there's no answer.
I'm gonna peek inside. Hello? Is somebody here?
Yeah. With your dark vision, what you see is like several smaller, like these walled off stable areas, with no light. But with your dark vision, you can see, sense out. Doesn't seem to be any animals in here. There's like lots of, well, there's no animals. There's like lots of, like pitchforks and like big mounds of straw around as well. There seems to be like a second upper deck to the barn as well. It seems to be very high, with like several small little like drawbars and like ropes with small little cranes, like hooks on them to like move straw bales and stuff like that around. But make a perception check.
Ooh, that's bad. But I think it's still an 18.
I mean, from the entrance itself, you're definitely certain. From what you can see, it looks empty. But it's hard to say just staying at the entrance.
Where were we supposed to meet up with this guy? By the
He
stables?
did still, yeah, by the stables, he said.
By the stables, so not in the stables, by the stables. Well, I'm gonna have a look out by the door, more or less, look around if there's anybody sneaking around or something. Or
All right, make an investigation check.
Can I join in?
Please
Sure.
do.
Both of you can like look around outside to see if you spot anything.
Investigation. I only have 12.
I've got a 12 as well.
Oh.
Okay. You don't see anybody. Like,
Do we
even
smell anybody?
You don't smell anything. I mean, there's this slight
Downwind.
little smell of dung in the air, which might
Yeah.
be due to the stables themselves, but it's hard to really like make out anything specific. But you definitely don't see anybody waiting around.
But I don't feel like we should go inside. I feel like that would be inappropriate. Like trespassing.
Yeah, because the stables are not open, and
Yeah, let's just wait maybe a
let's
little
just
bit.
wait. Gonna head more or less towards the main street a little bit, because if he wants to meet with us by the stables, we should be by the stables, not in the stables. So we're gonna kind of
And also,
loiter.
I like screamed inside if anybody's here, so
Yeah,
if he
so,
would
yeah.
be in there, he should have heard us.
I still have the feeling that he's up to something.
All right. Then you guys like lay low and just wait in the area. Bramwolf, you check like the streets leading that you came from, leading up towards the barn. Tiala, you have the highest passive perception, I think, with what was it? Something around.
It was high.
Yeah, something high. You do notice after waiting for like 15 minutes or so, you hear something from inside the barn that sounds almost like straw being ever so slightly like rustled or something, or moved around. And it's like very quick, and then everything falls silent again.
I'm gonna peek inside again and motion the others to come here.
Okay.
We kind of join up behind her,
Yeah.
Yeah.
look
You
around.
don't see anything, Tiala.
Do I see hay somewhere?
There's like several there's like partly some hay bales stacked on one side of the barn in one of these small little barn area, like these stables you could call them. But there's like several mounds as well inside the stables, like strewn across the floor, partly upstairs as well.
See something, Tiala, or hear something?
Well, I heard something, but I don't see anything. It's a little weird.
I still don't think that our friend would be inside. Like you said, this would be trespassing, and I don't want to be the strangers caught at night trespassing somewhere if we're supposed to be heading out tomorrow. I don't want to spend my night in jail or something. So I think we should just wait on the streets, and if he doesn't show in the next minutes, then we'll head back to the head back to the
Yeah.
thing.
Is Freon and Blackwater doing anything specific?
Have a look around the side and the back of the barn
Okay.
or the stables.
Yeah, I mean, same with the investigation check from the others before. There's like nothing specific out there that spots that really like spots your gaze.
Where did you hear this noise coming from, Tiala?
From inside. It was like hay rustling, but I didn't see anybody. But it could also be just mice or rats.
These are
It's
stables,
rats,
right? I mean,
anything.
there are animals inside.
Yeah,
No, there are actually no animals
we didn't
inside.
see any animals.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't hear any horses or dogs or something like in the pens. Seems empty.
So
Could be
can you look through like some cracks in the wood from outside, inside the stable?
Yeah, you can, but I mean, with Tiala peering in, like even with her dark vision through the entrance, that's definitely like the best place to look into the whole thing. Like you wouldn't gain anything more.
I could turn into a dog or something
Or
and just
Tara could
take a look.
I'm gonna send in Tara, and she's
Oh
gonna.
yeah, that's smart.
Good idea. Yeah, she can fly in and see.
Okay, so you send in Tara. Make another perception check.
With her perception.
With her perception, yeah. And she does see in the dark, as an owl, as well.
Yeah.
You should have dark vision.
And advantage, actually.
Yeah.
Well, that was a 13. No,
13.
hang on, sorry, 15.
15.
Yes.
You do, like through Tara's eyes, you see that she kind of like perches up atop the barn and looks down, and you see on one of these straw mounds something sticking out of it that kind of looks like the sheath of a sword. But that's all that really like spots your eyes, something being off or weird about the place.
I do have a weird feeling that somehow we are waiting for someone who got murdered inside because he wanted to tell us something about the murders he was not supposed to tell.
It could be.
So should we go inside maybe? And check if somebody got murdered?
Yeah, and then we're framed and blamed. You know?
Well, but maybe one of us can go and check, right, Blackwater?
Yeah. What?
Then
Wait.
one can be framed and blamed.
I mean, I can still turn into a dog or something and check it out. It wouldn't be that suspicious.
I think it's better because of the suspicion. So.
And if something's wrong, I just start barking really loud.
Course. Yeah. And then
Safe word bark.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
I go into a back alley or something and turn into
which
A
is standard.
wolf-like dog, maybe?
Okay.
Okay. You still keep it to the shadows, so a wolf isn't spotted on the streets.
No, it's like a dog wolf.
Okay.
You
Like
know?
Yeah.
Like
So
a-
you do see Tiala traipsing back in her wolf dog-like form, and you slip inside.
Yes. And I
Okay.
stealthily check out the haystacks.
Yeah, and make
And
another
sniff.
perception check.
27.
27. Holy moly! Yeah,
She's
you
there.
after going inside a bit, reaching the center of the barn, and kind of like starting to check out these stables to the side, you immediately get that weird familiar smell that you smelled before of this kind of like stink of unwashed like hair and skin and sweat and something else. Immediately it looks like there's two things that happen very quickly. You see that from up above something that looks like a lantern or a torch, some source of light lights up, and immediately the door itself of the barn is slammed shut, and something heavy is thrown across as you now see emerging from these mounds of straw a total of 4 men clad in like both in like winter's clothing partly. Some of them look a little bit more naked and have like a like some weird like blue like war paint tattoos across their shoulders. But you do see up above the feller that definitely told you to meet you here, and he says,
Well, look at that. We have a little inspector sniffing around the place and trying to
Start
find
barking.
out.
you start to bark and
Yeah.
try and I mean, you also noticed the door being like slammed into your face, and you immediately just heard something being moved across it. You try opening it, and it seems to be locked, or at least like held by some like large object from opening. And he continues,
I'm sure that Torg Icewind would like to maybe be careful about folk trying to sniff around the place. We like to
Oh.
keep to ourselves there, doggo. So I'm sorry it has to end this way. Kill the bitch!
and he like
Take a dog.
and you see that all 4 of them immediately start to rush towards you in your dog form. And
Try to
No.
You can
run.
get
I
and
don't
from
know.
inside here, you hear the barking
But I-
of Tiala.
We hear the barking of
Can't I
Tiala.
still see it through Tara's eyes?
Yeah, Tada's also inside, and
Yeah.
you can like relay of what you see.
Yeah, I'll tell the
inside
others
and
that
outside, 'cause she's
someone is
still
trying to mess with our queen.
Time
Princess, whatever.
for Leroy and Jenkins to open up the side of that, because if it's a barn and my strength, I will now
Rage and break it down.
rage and break it down.
I can't break the door down. Break it down.
So I don't know if I have to rage to break it down, but I mean,
Well, we'll find out next week when you guys will
Aye.
roll for initiative.
that's what we will do.
Trying to save Tiala from an ambush in the barn of some kind.
Well, they seem to be skill things, so I don't. I
part of
get
them,
in.
from what Frion. I mean,
Well,
it's like
but-
hard in terms of you didn't see
Torg
it yet. but
Icewind was the
they did
the
definitely
leader of the thing.
tell
Yeah,
that
perfect.
She
So we found-
definitely has
we
some
found who
skills
we
with origin.
We found who we were looking for, so that's good. We'll just have to see how this turns out. Good.
All right.
Well,
Well, then
fun.
this
have to
was
wait.
oh man, our anniversary episode.
Yes.
Hopefully, to many other good additional good years over the time. So thank you everybody for watching, and also if you're listening to this right now. Thank you guys for listening. Be sure to, of course, on Twitch or YouTube, leave a follow and a like. And we always stream, usually on Wednesdays. Today we did it on Tuesday. But our episodes always launch on Spotify and iTunes and everywhere you get your podcasts from on the weekend. So just be sure to head to slanteddice.com. We have all of our links up there and the episodes regularly. And yeah, if you're listening on iTunes, we would really appreciate if you could leave a small little review telling us what you like about the show. And you can also rate the show on Spotify. So we will see and hear each other again next week. Thank you for joining us. Happy anniversary to ourselves. And oh yeah, and we were planning on maybe as an anniversary to finally do the long overdue interview with Blackwater and Freon, perhaps, if they're up for
Yeah.
it, as part 2 of our fireside chat.
Sweet and short and to the point.
Sweet and short and to the point. So if you guys have any questions for Blackwater in particular or Freon,
Yeah,
we're
especially
also,
for Blackwater.
Oh yeah.
I'm not
we're
gonna
also
answer any
for
questions.
me as the DM or the world, then just send them our way. We'll be collecting them, and then in due time we'll do a fireside chat part 2 as a special episode, and we'll upload that as a podcast episode then. All right, then see you next week. Stay safe and bye-bye.
Hi.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Yes.
Toodles.
Bye.